today, if you've got the papers today, page 27 in the Mail, picture of the day. It's a bunny rabbit in a buoyancy vest swimming in a hydrotherapy pool because he's got arthritis. Aww. The most ridiculous looking picture I've seen in a long time, after the house that looked like a chicken yesterday. Aww. Give yourself a smile at the beginning of the day. On the show today, I will be joined by Stephen Bowman, Humphrey Burney, Ollie Baines. What? No Jules Knight? No, he's left Blake. And then there were three. Blake, they started in 2007, classical crossover band. They were put together on the air, on the internet-y thingy. And they started off with five. Dominic Tighe, who local lad, he left, went back to the theatre. And now Jules has gone into Holby. Wasn't in it last night, so I suspect a few weeks' time he'll be in there. But he's on this latest album of theirs called Start Over. Start over, I suppose, because they're moving away more from classical stuff into the contemporary field. Very nice album. Got songs on there like Amazed from Lone Star, Desperados by the Eagles, a Paul McCartney song, and To Make You Feel My Love. That's the one Michael Ball was waxing lyrical about this week as well. They've got a cover of that on there. So Blake, they'll be joining us, such as they are, a trio now, joining us just after 11 o'clock today, and you can hear from their latest album, Start Over. Blake, I feel as though I've known them forever. Well, they were on the show back in 2007 when they released their debut album, which won Album of the Year, the award at the Classical Brits in 2008. And they've been with us every album since. Well, they've shed a bit of weight since we last spoke. Around 80 kilos in the shape of Jules Knight. But they've got a new album out, their fourth, called Start Over. Before we find out what the heck's been going on, here they are with the title track.
Wherever you are, look at the stars tonight. Whatever you do, don't forget to shine. The second you feel like you don't know what's real and you're running to stand still, you know you can stand still and let me reach you in time. Where do we go? Another day, the sun will rise, but everyone knows it won't be the same. The rain may fall, but the weight of it all could never break us, no matter where this will take us. I won't let it fade. Where do we go? Where do we go now? A place where I know that our lives can start over. Don't let the light go out when I'm alone. When I'm alone tonight with the world in our arms, we start over, start over, start over. How can I be so sure? We're only a breath away. Here in a world where everything changes. Only a breath away. Wherever you are, look at the stars. Where do we go? Where do we go now? A place where I know that our lives can start over, start over.
Let's start over the title track from Blake's new album. Stephen Bowman, Humphrey Burnett, Ollie Baines are with us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, you've lost your looker then?
Well, that's one way to
thanks,
put it.
Judi. You're looking so well yourself this
Oh,
morning.
no, I'm only...
He never looked good in the morning, so it's only in the afternoon he sort of warmed up.
Jules, well, what happened? Did he go or was he pushed? What is it?
It was very much a voluntary thing. Jay's, for those who haven't followed Blake, Jules has been in it from the very beginning, was a founding member and a very valued member. But he was studying acting before Blake started, and I think it's always been something he wanted to pursue. And we've known for the last sort of 6 to 8 months that he's been looking and auditioning for stuff, and middle of January he was offered a new part in Holby City, so it was an opportunity he couldn't resist, and he's gone off to be a doctor. Not a real doctor, he's an actor.
He couldn't have gone to a better series. It's the only series I watch on television.
He could have gone to Downton Abbey or Mr. Selfridge or something like that.
No, I said he couldn't have gone to a better one.
I've never watched Holby, so I couldn't comment.
Oh, it's very, very good.
Is it?
Is he going in as an F1?
A what?
Or an F2?
A Z6,
What does that mean?
I think.
Or a nurse. Does he tell you? And does he ring up and say, I've just had to do open heart surgery?
He did have to go and shadow some surgeons for a little bit, yeah.
Oh, dear.
But he's gone in to play a sort of arrogant public schoolboy doctor.
Gosh,
so,
a lot of acting then.
From what I've heard, he's loving the nurses' outfits. That's all I can say.
Does he wear a nurse's outfit?
He does. Yeah, he looks very good in it.
Why not?
He is actually enjoying it. He's having a good time, and we wish him very well.
Of course we do. I thought it might have been something he said because he was always putting his foot in it. Like he was always saying things about Pol Pot's, wasn't he? For
goodness! Well, let's forget that.
Yeah, let's forget
we
that.
three are very good friends with Paul, but I don't think he gets Christmas cards for Jules, to be honest.
So, are you replacing him?
We're not for now. Unless a bolt of thunder out of the blue comes and it reveals some incredible person. For now, we are very happily a three. In actual fact, we've been touring the country with our new stage show as a three, and the audiences, bizarrely, against all expectations, seem to like it even more than when we were four, which we're very happy about. They've been very supportive.
But is there a moment when you sing one of your songs and there's been that gap and you've thought, oh damn, that's the bit Jules usually sings?
No. Well, we had to work quite hard at actually, getting everything together with three of us and reading. We all have to work a lot harder now. There's no doubt about it. Definitely a bit more. Thanks.
Good.
A bit more tired at the end of the day.
It was beginning to sound like, to be honest, we haven't missed him a bit. So I'm glad you say you've got to work a bit harder.
Of course we miss him, and he was, vocally was an important part of the group. But it's changed the group undoubtedly. But actually, I think when you're a four, often, certainly when you see groups live, you can often pair people off. You have two pairs, and there's a three from the feedback we've got. I think the personalities come through a lot more. I think the vocal characteristics come across a lot more. And we also move a lot more on stage now, so it feels like a much more dynamic, sort of walking around and filling the spaces, and it feels like a more dynamic show now.
Throwing a few shapes, are you?
Humphrey has a breakdancing scene.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I've got some moves.
It's called the Judi Spiers jig.
Oh, is it really one of those? Yeah. Careful, because many have put their back out doing that, Humphrey.
I am quite sore at the moment. That could be what it is.
Leave it. But let us not remember, he does get a share of he does get a share of the royalties because he is on the album, isn't he?
He gets a share of the album royalties from all 7 copies that we're bound to sell in this incredible music market that we live in now.
Well, talking about this incredible music market that we live in now, I understand this album was funded through a campaign.
Indeed. It was. Pledge Music, which is quite exciting, actually. Everybody's getting into this now, but we got into it quite early. We've always been an independent group. We're very, very proud of that. We have our own record label. But following other artists like Kate Nash, for instance, who's also just copied us and gone on to Pledge Music as well. It's terrible. These people just can't come up with their own ideas. They just have to. Yeah, I know. But the thing was, we wanted to get all of the incredible supporters that we've got in the UK and overseas, all around the world, to be a part of this album. and they are very literally a part of it. In actual fact, if you open up the CD sleeve itself and look in, you'll see the names of all the people who pledged towards this album. So it's quite an unusual thing that you've kind of got an amazing US producer's name, and then underneath that, one of our pledges' names. I think it's where music's going. Everybody's getting involved. The ownership is the fans own the artists now. That's a great part of it.
Middleton.
Oh dear.
Would that be a Middleton?
No, it's a distant cousin.
Because I know there are links, aren't there?
Well, she's a distant link. She doesn't own any of the party shops, and she's not mates with the Queen. Let's just say that.
Okay. Now, the £8 was a minimum pledge. I think you know where I'm going with this one. £8 was a minimum pledge. £100 you got your name on your credits. And for £4,000, what did you get for that?
I can't say that on radio.
Yes, you can on this one.
It involves us taking off quite a few of our clothes, but leaving our swimming shorts on, donning some white robes, and spending a day at a spa.
Whose dream was that?
I don't know. I don't think we got that one.
I think you were quite worried that was going to go in a different direction.
Can I just say something? I've just been filming a little sort of bubble of joy and warmth hearing your snort again.
Oh, have you?
Oh, it's so nice to hear it, back in my ears. It's a great pleasure. It's lovely.
But I just love this idea of it. For £4,000, you can have a day at a health spa with all band members.
Yeah, you basically
with a voice like that. You ought to do voiceovers.
I want to be on the radio.
You should.
Yeah. It's actually, we're going to have this, despite the insults, we're going to have it as an album of the week.
Wait.
That's very kind.
I shall pick my way through it.
Well, we'd like to know what get your listeners to tweet us and let us know what they think.
Do you tweet, Judi?
Oh, good Lord, no! I've got real friends.
Oh,
I'm so glad you said that. He's been on about it all week. Does
the station tweet?
Apparently.
Apparently it does.
Do
you know what the station's Twitter name is?
Of course I do. It's tweet at BBC Devon.
Tweet.
You can tweet at BBC Devon. That's all you have to do.
All right, we'll be tweeting you.
We shall tweet to you.
We'll tweet you, and if your listeners want to give us feedback over the week, we'd love to hear what their favourite tracks are. There's a real variety on there. So, we've got some. There are 4 covers. We've got 10 original songs, which for Blake is a first. So it'll be interesting to see what they think.
Let's go a little bit slowly here, because when we have this as album of the week, of course, we can give your descriptions of what you're singing.
Yes.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of the ones. Let's have a look at the 4 covers first.
Yes.
Make You Feel My Love.
Indeed.
Everyone's having a crack at that at the moment since Adele.
Well, Bob Dylan.
Yes, of course.
As you know.
Yes.
But, dear Adele took it on and made it into the sort of universal hit that it's been. And, ours is obviously, as a group, it's always going to be different because we bring the harmony angle to it. And it's one of my favourites, actually. It's such a beautiful song. We've tried to treat it with some love and care, so hopefully people will like it.
It's a very acoustic model of Blake. There's some sort of heavily produced poppy stuff on the album, but actually Make You Feel My Love is one of the simpler, more vocal sounding bits with just guitar and us.
I had Michael Ball on Monday. He's got it on his new album as well.
Has he?
Really?
Yeah. Elke's got it on hers as well.
Well, we recorded this album a long time ago. So that's all I'm going to say.
In actual fact, we recorded our version before Adele did hers. We just didn't get round to releasing it.
It's just taken so long to get it out. That's what's happened.
But this album has taken you a long time, hasn't it?
Years, literally years. Two and a half years. It's been a bit of a different process for us because we wanted to do an original album with original material, and that took us to the States. It took us to US producers who then came over here, and then it
Diane Warren. My goodness. Now you're talking about 6 Academy Award nominations, 5 Golden Globe nominations, written for Aerosmith, Leanne Rimes. So you just ring up and say, hello, it's Blake here. Can we have a song?
We went out looking for songs. I mean, we scoured the world. When you're a group and you're making an album, you release a statement online or via your people or whatever that you're looking for songs. It's incredible how many you get sent. We literally got sent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs, and then out of the blue we were presented with 5 songs by Diane Warren. And we couldn't quite believe this. These were songs that nobody else had ever performed before, and we started listening to them, and then they have that classic Diane Warren love ballad feel. They're lovely songs. And we phoned up and said, you're absolutely sure you want us to do these? And she said yes. And it's great to have a fan in Diane, because she's just an amazing woman who...
It's almost poetic, Stephen.
Well, she's an amazing woman. Amazing woman.
Now, you've done Desperado. Well, even I've covered that.